What's going on, guys? As you can see, we're back here in Kerbal Space Program, and I recorded this whole thing without mic audio. And what I was talking about is SSTO is hard. I've done it off camera, trying to practice a little bit, and it's not very easy for me. So I decided to go ahead and just escalate our program a little bit, and we're going to head for Duna. As you can see, I'm talking about it right here, and I've cut the video down to about 2 times normal speed. And I'm saying right here that I'm gonna make a lander, land on Duna, have a space station around Duna, have a colony also on the moon Ike, and this is me cutting back, showing you what I've built. I built this really big lander and command module, the Duna lander. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do with that. So yeah, then we go ahead and we try to launch this. I'm not going to ruin anything. I'm going to talk over it though. So as you can see, I beefed up our launch stage just a little bit so we can have a little bit better chances of making it into orbit. And I'm just talking about all the different parts. Alright, and then right here, I forget to scoot the whole ship away from the launch platform, because the tower always grazes you if you got a bigger rocket. So I go ahead and just save these guys and then go back into the VAB and scoot it back a little bit. But the reason I decided to go ahead and just skip the SSTO is I'm not very good with space planes at all, and I figure I'm much better at rockets. Might as well just go ahead and use the design. Not use the design, go forward with a design that I'll be able to actually fly and have success with. And so I decided we're going to go ahead and go interplanetary. We've landed on the moon successfully. We got our space station, even though it was lost. We're going to build our space station around Duna. I think that's an awesome thing. We'll eventually have one around Kerbin as well, and we'll probably use that. Build that while we're getting our Duna program underway, so we can have a staging area, refueling, switching Kerbals in and out, whatnot, taking different types of modules with us. And right there, yeah, the nose cones, they malfunctioned, and everything just fell apart when they broke, all the struts and everything, and it just started wobbling in the middle. And I lost all parachutes but one, so I decided to see if that was enough to save them. And lo and behold, no, it's not. They died. Unfortunately, we lost 3 brave Kerbals on that flight. And that's where I found out that the nose cones weren't very, very solid. So I decided to go ahead and try it again just to make sure, and see exactly how they break. And sure enough, about a minute into the launch or so, maybe a little sooner, you'll see them. They'll disappear. They'll blow up. Let's see. Right at, they're coming up. Yep, right about 40 seconds. Those go, and then those other ones go, and then you can see it just becomes very unstable. So I doubt I'll be using those nose cones from here on out. They don't serve any purpose whatsoever yet, because there's no aerodynamics that's been properly implemented. But as of right now, you can have a blunt shape, and it does just as well as a aerodynamic. So I decided just to go ahead and see how far this would go. Spoiler alert: it doesn't make it into orbit. Yeah, this design is just real bad, and I think this is where I start talking about building building our lander and our everything going to Duna in space. Now that docking's been implemented, why not? Go ahead and just use a fuel depot that we have in space right now, and go ahead and build our interplanetary vehicle in space. And I decided to just go ahead and save these guys. I think I stop right before we hit the water, so I'll just go ahead and um, I decided to just go ahead and let it out. And I need to remember to put abort stages on rockets and things like that, because all those stages that were no longer with us, I still had to press space to get through it, and it takes forever to get to the parachute. And sometimes you need to get the parachutes quickly. But yeah, so I decided that I'm gonna go ahead and build a new design and send up a piece at a time. And as you can see, I went with the just the command pod, the command module. And I read somewhere that the orange tanks are the reason the main engines overheat as bad as they do. And the silver ones, they don't overheat that much. They still do overheat, but they don't cause the engines to overheat that bad. So you can have a much higher throttle, which makes it more efficient. So I decided to go ahead and use that, even though I like the way the orange tanks look a lot better. But they hold the same amount of fuel if you stack two together, so I figured might as well go ahead and do that. But it's very monochromatic, everything being silver, but you know, it is what it is. And it's just me making sure my staging is how I want it right here. But yeah, I'm bummed that I didn't get my live recording, my live audio in. I need to remember to have fraps set to always record mic audio, I guess, instead of every now and then switching it back and forth, because I never remember. Yeah, we get the new design out, and we should have no issues getting this up and into orbit. I decided to go ahead and go full throttle right off the launch pad, and as you can see, it would have already been about to explode with the orange tanks, and it's just now creeping into the orange. And I throttled back just a hair, and you see it automatically, stopping the overheat and cooling down right off. So that's awesome. Let's go ahead and just cut the recording here as far as my audio goes, and speed it up a little bit more, and get back to you whenever we actually are approaching on our docking. All right, we are approaching the fuel depot. In this docking sequence, it does take me a while because I'm trying to conserve as much fuel as possible, so I'm not using that much thrust. I do end up using a lot of monopropellant, but that's no problem. We have a ton of it in the fuel depot, and really we have plenty of fuel there as well because we still have um, the stage that we use to get into orbit with some fuel. But I want to have as much fuel as possible on hand at any given time because I've never done interplanetary. I've never actually made it past the moon, so I have no idea how much fuel I'm going to need. But with that said, my near future goals to have a colony of any given size on Duna, Duna's moon Ike, and have a station of some sort, be it a large or small or satellite or drone, whatnot, in orbit around Duna as well. That's the three things I want to happen in the near future. Have something orbiting Duna, a colony on Duna, and a colony on Ike. So I think that's going to be simple enough. I think the interplanetary mechanics are what's going to throw me off a little bit because I've never attempted anything like that. So I might have to study up a little bit on that. I haven't actually left the sphere of influence of Kerbin in this mission just yet as the time of me recording this, but that's going to be coming very soon. I'm going to start cutting these episodes, getting these episodes out a lot more recently. One reason I haven't really done anything lately with this is like I said, I was trying to practice with the space planes, and I'm horrible at those. It took me a couple days to realize that I might as well just go ahead and give up on that for now and revisit that at a later date, like I should have done in the first place. My gut was telling me, but it is what it is. Some people aren't cut out to do that, and I'm one of them. So it's no biggie. I'm enjoying the rocket aspect of it, so that's fine. But yeah, it takes me forever to uh to dock. I think I'm gonna go ahead and speed this part up as well. All right, we're coming back in. I decided just to approach headlong, head straight towards it until I got right up on it, and then just flip sideways, go to the I think 180 heading, and match up with it that way, and then just follow the nav ball, and every now and then look up at the ships themselves and bring it on in. I'm getting better at docking. I still need a lot of practice, but we're getting there. So what we're going to do on the next episode is we're going to go ahead and design the lander portion, bring it up and dock it, and then connect both the lander and the command pod, and go from there and decide if we need to add more or cut down, or just figure out the general idea of what we're going to be using. And hopefully within the next episode or two, we'll go ahead and head out for Duna and hopefully make it there. So I'm excited about that. And again, I appreciate everybody watching, everybody that comments, subscribes, likes, everything. It means a lot, and I do appreciate it. But hopefully, we're gonna have a lot more of these episodes coming out a lot more frequently. So again, thanks for watching, and stay tuned. More to come.